Hi everyone, welcome back to the Anand studio. Today we have Mr. Srikumar, who is a political commentator. Namaskaram, sir. Thank you for your time today. Once again,
Namaskaram, sir.
Thank you. So today we'll be talking about the whole episode of Senthil Balaji that's happening in Tamilnadu. So the DMK is crying foul about this. They are saying it's harassment and all that stuff. So can you take us through what really happened and why does DMK think this is harassment? Was this really harassment? And then the heart attack bit. Okay, now what is the status on that? What happened there? Okay, so over to you, Mr. Srikumar.
Yes, if you see, this whole case is not about the present regime. It takes us back to some around 8 years before, where Mr. Senthil Balaji was a minister in Ms. Jayalalitha's government in charge of a transport department. So at that time, he was alleged for some bribery, and based on which and the evidences what they collected at that time, the charge sheet was also filed during that time. I think it was filed during Mr. Edapadi's time, and then it was the case was running, and he got acquitted in Madras High Court, and it went to the Supreme Court, where the Supreme Court dismissed the Madras High Court judgment, and it asked to it resurrected the whole case. That means it asked the whole case to be tried, tested again. That means the Supreme Court is of the opinion that the whole proceedings was not done as per in a genuine fair trial. So it needs to have a relook. That is what the Supreme Court wants it. So based on which the case got resurrected. So this is point number one. Second thing was the ED, the Enforcement Directorate. He got a stay in Madras High Court. Mr. Senthil Balaji got a stay in Madras High Court that got vacated in the Supreme Court in May 2023, I believe. So the Supreme Court has given a go-ahead to the Enforcement Directorate to conduct investigation in their own way. So based on which he is being now interrogated and got arrested also for interrogation. The arrest should be for interrogation purpose. This is the first part. Second, DMK, obviously they will like to paint a political color for this whole episode, because he's not a simple DMK workman. He is a powerful minister in Mr. Stalin's cabinet. So they will definitely, they have taken this as a confrontist mode. So they will see in that way only. That is what politics means. And regarding the health issue, we genuinely don't know whether he is sincerely he is affected. He is having a regular, genuine health problems. We don't know, because when he told that he has a health problem, he was taken to Omandurar hospitals. That is one of the very big government hospital in Tamilnadu is concerned. Later, he was investigated there with the team, with the medical team, I mean to say, and then he is now shifted to Kaveri Hospital, which is a private hospital, under the court judgment, court ruling. So we need to wait and watch how the things goes. As regarding the health is concerned, we should give the benefit of doubt to Mr. Senthil Balaji. We don't know how his health really means. So we should wait. We should wait and see how the whole episode unfolds later.
Got it. So why is Senthil Balaji so important for DMK? It was quite evident because all the ministers started going to the hospital and started discussing and all that, right? And they seemed quite rattled. All right, just as an onlooker, I'm saying, just looking at the TV channels that are playing out in Tamil Nadu. So what is this whole nervousness about?
We genuinely don't know. But what has happened is, if you see the cabinet is concerned, Mr. Senthil Balaji was handling two important portfolios. One is electricity, and one was electricity. Another was excise the liquor prohibition. So, if you see, both are connected to more revenue generation as far as the state government is concerned. So he joined DMK, if I believe, in 2018, just 4 years before. So he was given much importance. As far as the cabinet is concerned, he is given such an important portfolios, bypassing all the seniors in the DMK. And moreover, he also delivered results for DMK in the local body elections in the Kongu region. Kongu region is considered to be one of the stronghold of the ADMK. So when the urban local body was announced, specifically for the Coimbatore Corporation and other adjoining areas, Senthil Balaji was made the in charge for the overseeing the elections in that areas, and he delivered it also. So considering these facts, so the DMK considers Senthil Balaji as one of its main, you can say, as a pointsman for the party, as well as he's one of the satraps for the Kongu region. And he's handling two important portfolios. For that reason, the DMK looks more better. That's what I believe.
Okay. And Annamalai was also showing videos of Mr. Stalin talking about him in 2016 when he was in opposition, all right? And he was actually saying that Senthil Balaji was corrupt and he should not be given a ticket and all that, right? If I'm not wrong, right? So how did this change suddenly now, the whole rhetoric?
No, this is the whole irony for the DMK now, because the DMK chief, the present chief minister, and at that time he was a DMK chief during the 2016 elections and all. He was going to each and every Karur and adjoining places to campaign against Senthil Balaji. He exposed his wrongdoings. He was campaigning much vociferously against his personality, everything. And suddenly, when he joined DMK, and he was given such important portfolios, DMK chief didn't thought that the people's memory is very short. He thought in that way. Now the present is a social media age, and the video of Mr. Stalin was campaigning against Mr. Senthil Balaji at that time. It is now circulated among everyone. So the genuine common people began to ask, you only are campaigning against Mr. Senthil Balaji at that time. How you become so close, or so sympathizing for his arrest in that way? So, and another thing is, forget about DMK because they will do politics. The whole ecosystem which was protecting the DMK, that is now in a very, very tight spot. Because the DMK ecosystem, if you see, the whomsoever is in that ecosystem, part of that ecosystem, they will sense the danger much ahead. They were very much equipped in diverting attention. They will think very laterally, and they come out with a very quick diverting tactics. But in this specific case, they are completely cornered. So how they are trying to say, like for each and every questions or which diversionary tactics they are asking, the public and the opinion makers, they are asking the questions. If they ask, it was a scam of ADMK government, it is nothing to do with us. Then the counter question comes, then why you inducted such a personality into your cabinet? If they've asked, here's a one main person of the Kongu region, for that purpose, BJP is trying to corner him so that it will affect the poll prospects of the DMK. Then the counter question comes, if your whole DMK machinery is dependent on one single person, so if arresting such one person, will it shake the whole system of DMK? The counter question comes. So many things are coming up, and much more things are. The surprises me is the top DMK people. They are very silent. If you could see Mr. PTR Panivel Tyagarajan, who is very active in social media, he has given a very, very moderate reaction to this, and he stayed away from this whole issue. And Mrs. Kanimuri, she also didn't uttered any word regarding this particular arrest is concerned. She has reacted on the governor's role in the portfolio allocation, but she has never reacted on the arrest. Mr. Durai Murugan, who is the general secretary of the party, very senior most leader, he has not reacted on this. So if you could see, there was a silence in some quarters of the DMK and perception in other part. So it really surprises me.
Got it. Got it. So it's said that it's said by the DMK that he was arrested in the very early morning and all that, right? It is not right, and so that kind of rhetoric is being spread. Okay, but then in such a case, was it right to arrest Karthik Gopinath or Maridas or Kishore K. Swami in odd hours of the day? All right, then was that right? Or is this case very different? All right, and how does this tie both of these? Because they also were arrested in the wee hours of the morning, I would think, right? Based on the news reports and all that. So how
Yeah,
is
this is
that
also
right,
another
and
counter
how is
question.
this wrong? Yeah.
Yeah, this is another counter question, which is the ecosystem is facing difficulty to to face
Answer,
the
yeah.
opinion
Mm.
makers and the genuine questions which is coming from the public. So if this
Mm.
is wrong, how about that one?
Right.
So it's a natural. That is the reason the DMK ecosystem. I won't say the politics because politics is always there. The DMK ecosystem is finding it very, very difficult to salvage the situation.
Got it. Got it. So then, what is the political ramification of this? How do you see that panning out?
There are some moments which will have a defining, results or impact in politics. If you see, if you could remember in 1991 to 96, when Ms. Jayalalitha was in power in Tamil Nadu, a marriage that was a very big talking point for the elections in 96 is concerned. Forget about so
Mm.
many other things were there, but the particular marriage was there. At that marriage was a talking point. Similarly, far as DMK is concerned, the 2G spectrum, that was a talking point in 2011 elections. If you could remember, the figure was a very big figure.
Mm.
It is beyond the imagination of anyone. So when it came, there may be disputes about the actual corruption proceedings. Those things are there that I don't dispute. But the public perception during that time, it was a talking point. What I was telling is during the 2011 election. This particular episode, the arrest of Mr. Senthil Balaji, for and the interrogation for ED and other things, and the things which are going to follow up. I don't know how the things, judicial issues are coming up, how he will get bail, how he will be acquitted, or how he will be sentenced. All those things I genuinely don't know. But this particular issue will be a talking point for 2024 elections. Because in June 21st of this month, the ADMK is planning for an agitation against Mr. Senthil Balaji. From July, Mr. Annamalai is going to take a Padyatra. So he will be talking about this, I believe. So slowly but steadily, the opinion making, which was earlier used to be in the side of DMK against Mr. Modi during 2019 elections and afterwards, it is now moving towards the BJP and to some extent ADMK also. If they utilize it, the situation properly, then they will get electoral dividends. That's what I believe.
Mm. Mm. So SG Surya in BJP got arrested, I think yesterday or day before. All right. So do you think this is again a way by which DMK is giving back to BJP what they think was wrong done on the part of BJP on them?
They will do in that way only. DMK
Mm.
will react in that way only because DMK is a ruling party of Tamil Nadu, and they are projecting themselves as an champion for an alternative politics in the nation. They want to contribute their share towards an alternative politics and government making in 2024. So they don't want themselves to be projected as a weak party. So what they will do is on one side they are getting more and more tight corners and political, what to say, very difficult situations. So to counter it and to divert the attention of the people, they will try in this way. The case and the other issues and the merits of the case that are different. But the DMK will try in that way one. That is what a political party will do, and DMK is doing the same thing. That's what I believe.
Hmm. Okay. So recently, I think yesterday, one person in DMK has spoken very bad about Khushbu Sundar and even about other leaders, right? In BJP, right? I didn't hear the whole speech. It was all of beeps, beep sounds coming in one channel. All right. So, but is this again a diversionary tactic? Do they want to divert this whole issue into something else?
Yes, that is also one part of the story. But in
Hmm.
DMK also, we have seen such stage speakers earlier also. There were people like Vetri Gondan, there were people like Tipuri Armugam. So they are well known for their such type of speeches. They were there in DMK earlier also. So, but in the present context, people will see this as a diversionary tactics. The general public
Hmm.
will see this as a diversionary tactics, because what's the need of this, particularly when you want to talk derogatory against women or any matter, even a man also. Why should someone talk derogatory? You should not do like that.
Yeah, but that's very condemnable, right? In a
Yes,
public stage, right?
public state, be it any party, be it any
Any
personality, be
party
it,
for that matter.
yeah, whatever, whoever may be, or whatever may be the party or affiliations he belongs, that should not be encouraged by the party leadership. And I'm happy that the DMK has dismissed this person from his from the party permanently. And that is what that's what expected from a party also, because the DMK is not a new party. It is a very age old party, and it is being ruling the state for more years, and it was a part of the central government for more years. So people have more expectation from such parties. So when you encourage such people, the people, their perception towards you as a, towards a hope, or whatever may be the alternative politics you are talking about, that will take a beating. So in that way, the action against this particular person by DMK should also be appreciated.
Okay, DMK has already taken action.
Yes, they have dismissed this person. That's what the latest news is.
Okay, when did that happen? Today, is it?
Today evening, yes.
Oh, okay. Okay, that's good to know. And so now coming to the next steps, all right, for Senthil Balaji. So he is in hospital now, recovering. There seems to be some kind of a bypass surgery that's being talked about. And then what are the next steps, right? So once that surgery happens, then probably he will take some time to recover. Then again, the proceedings will start. I mean, the interrogation or whichever. And then the whole court proceedings might continue. Is that the way it will go?
Yes, that's what I also feel, because now the ED, though they have taken custody of him, they cannot
Mm,
investigate him in a free manner. So now
mm.
he is under a medical observation. So he should first come out of that medical observation. He should be fit enough for the agencies to interrogate. Once that is done, then the actual interrogation begins. Then the filing of charge sheet, then his application for bail, all those things will be there. So, but until interrogation is completed, charge sheet cannot be filed. Until charge sheet cannot be filed, his bail plea will be opposed by the ED. That is what the genuine course of legal proceedings.
Okay. Okay. So now will there be a cabinet rejig, or will DMK just wait for quite some time around this? What are you hearing?
Already they have done the cabinet
Okay.
rejig. So one is Mr. The electricity department is given to one person, Mr. Tangam Tenarasu, and the excise and alcohol prohibition department is given to another person, from the Erode. That's what I hear. He is an ex-MLA. Sorry, he's a present MLA from Erode. So that's what I hear. So we have to already that portion has been done. That is that taking his portfolios and dividing it between two people has been already completed.
Okay. Okay. So alcohol prohibition you just mentioned, right? How does that tie into the Taskmark? All right. So there's quite a bit of sales happening in Taskmark. Okay. So that doesn't seem to be any restriction around that. Okay. Because more sales are happening. And there was also this rupees 10 commission or whatever being talked about earlier. Okay. Is that some truth in that? And how is this going to help in alcohol prohibition?
So the more journalists they should come out of it and find out the depth and the fact whether it is a fact or not. The journalists, the investigative journalists, they have to do that one.
So it's not
But as
proved
far as
yet. It's not proved yet and all
yes,
that.
it is not being proved yet. But because there are only talks among the public, it
Mm.
has to be proven and it has to be documented. Then only we have to come up with a factual conclusion. As far as the alcohol is concerned, I feel very sad that a state like Tamil Nadu, that finances should not be entirely dependent on this one. So there should be good industries should come. The earnings of the government should come from different multiple sources. Forget about this one. There are huge temple lands are there. The lease should be revised. It can be revised and they could get match with the market prices and they can get good revenue for the government. And see the whole industries and companies, they are very concentrated in Chennai and Coimbatore area. They should come percolating towards South India, South Tamil Nadu, so that more people they get migrating from South Tamil Nadu to Chennai and those places for job. That will stop and they can get job within their own places itself. Think about they get a job in Madurai, Tirunelveli, they will be very happy. So diversifying the whole industrial sector and moving them towards South Tamil Nadu, that will be helping a lot for new software tech park. All those things should be opened. So there are multiple ways the government can they can improve or increase their revenue. If the whole revenue of the government is entirely dependent on an alcohol, which is morally wrong, then how to say? Because see, instead of restricting the number of shops, the government should not think of increasing the number of shops. They should slowly but steadily bring down the number of shops, and also they should restrict it very very little, so that the people they themselves should feel that we should give up this alcohol uh, habit. So the government should think in that way. Unfortunately, it's not happening.
And especially there have been some deaths earlier for whatever reason, right? Okay, of
Yes.
drinking alcohol, and there were some reports of that alcohol not being good, and because of that, the death happened and all that, right? Okay,
Yes.
especially with that kind of a thing, people should also kind of think through. All right, and another question is, Mr. Sabarisan, who is the son-in-law of Mr. Stalin, he went and met Mr. Senthil Balaji, looks like, right, at the hospital.
Yes.
So does he have any position in DMK, an official position in DMK, and that is why he went and saw Mr. Senthil Balaji, or what is this? What is his role here?
No, he is not holding any official position in the party as such, nor in the government. So he is going and meeting as an individual or as a family person of the first family. So that also we don't know for whatever reasons he went there and why he went there. Those things are also we
Not
don't
very
know.
clear.
Not very clear. Yes.
So how do you see now the political career of Senthil Balaji panning out in the next months and years?
It will be very difficult. That's what I feel, because this is not the case by the local police or by the ED Sumoto. It is the case which was prompted by the Supreme Court. Because the Supreme Court themselves, they said, if you don't complete the case within 2 months or so, they will form a special investigation team, SIT, to probe the whole matter. And they vacated the stay on ED. So presently, what I feel is until the charge sheet is filed by the Enforcement Directorate, I think Mr. Senthil Balaji, in somehow or other, will be in custody, whether judicial custody or ED custody, I don't know. And later only his bail will be considered by the courts. That's what my limited knowledge in legal affairs say.
Okay, okay. So it's an important event, and let's see how this thing goes and how it really affects the Tamil Nadu elections. But for now, BJP has got something to really hold on to and talk to the public about, right? And DMK, I think, is in the back seat
Yes.
a little bit because of this whole incident, right? Although the media in Tamil Nadu might not speak about this a lot, they will have quite a bit of the narrative setting that they have been doing earlier. Okay, but this is, I think, a setback for DMK, right? And they really would want to kind of move on beyond this. So let's see how these things go in the coming months, and especially with Annamalai starting the Yatra in July. I think he will talk quite a lot about this wherever he goes. So yeah, so there's quite a bit of narrative setting now that BJP will do, and rightly so, because it's all politics at the end of the day.
Exactly.
All right, sir. Thank you so much for your time today and patiently taking us through all these details. Thank you. Namaskaram.